like the opportunity also to speak, if you might let me. I'm here today because I am concerned about the way that the veterinary board comes to their conclusions to dismiss complaints without any explanation whatsoever. I find total lack of accountability and concern in these matters. You hold secret meetings in which decisions are made, or, as in my case, I was told that there was no reason for me to know and that I wouldn't know that the cases were all sealed. Does this mean that my complaint was dismissed the minute that you received it, before even reading it? I thought the state board was to protect pets and the public's safety. That doesn't seem to be the case. Instead, I find total protection of veterinarians, allowing them to do whatever they wish without any informed consent on my part, with no accountability at all. The fact that we are owners, we pay for these services, we make our decisions, we should be able to make our own decisions. They shouldn't be made for us. And it seems that they're ignored. I paid for a surgery that I never received, and I didn't get an explanation as to what happened. I had to go out and try to find out on my own what happened to my dog. To this day, I only know what the drug company and the drug manufacturers told me. It's time that the board should know that we deserve answers, and there should be there's time for change. My dog was an important part of my life, and he will never be forgotten. And my life has been changed and altered because of it. In my dog's case, Muttley was given a cattle drug with no risks explained to me from the veterinarian. I was also deceived in thinking that this veterinarian owned this clinic, when in fact it was run by a rescue group, which again was not told to me. And I'm also concerned too about the sunset cancellation, because I think we need to be able to speak and bring these questions that we all have, that we need answers for. In fact, I called the other day trying to get a simple question from you, and I was diverted to the DEA. And I never really got a clear answer, and they're to get back with me on that. And this particular clinic that I'm speaking of has a one-drug-fits-all mentality. They see dogs and cats. That should not be. I don't even know, and they also told me, and I have it on tape, at my court hearing, that they don't have to tell anyone anything that they do, and that's totally incorrect. I should be able to know everything that they're doing. I also was told that they don't do exams on these animals. I don't understand that. That to me is pure negligence. I did know that my dog was not sick. I have a necropsy to prove that. Attempts were made to keep my dog from having a necropsy. They were going to lose his body, in my opinion, because I had to threaten them with the police to have a necropsy, to have my dog taken for a necropsy, which altered probably some of the body chemistry. They also have the wrong color of the dog written down, and in court he stated my dog was tan. My dog was silver and black. They also had that he was neutered on the medical record. He never had a neuter. He never had a surgical procedure at all, ever. They have his weight ranges, not accurate, 18 to 22 pounds. My dog was 23 pounds. I feel that my dog was overdosed, and I have to live with not knowing what exactly happened and how it happened. I know what happened. Thank you.
Thank you. Thank all three of you for your comments. If you would like a response, we'll be glad to provide you with one. As long as you give us, write down your concerns and give
So
it
you
to the
would
board.
like us to submit one for all three of us to submit?
I'm sorry, Steve? Right, be as specific as possible, as detailed as possible, and that will allow us to make our response, all
And you
the better.
will be making your response in writing, correct?
Absolutely.
I mean, as opposed to us coming to another meeting.
No, that wouldn't be necessary.
Okay.
I do have a question. Could I get something answered here today? I mean, it's just,
What would you like to know? I can't tell you that in advance. What would you like to know?
Okay, I would just like to know about the drug logs. Are veterinarians are supposed to keep a drug log of all drugs used, including reversal agents, or just narcotics?
Only controlled substances. Well, they have to keep a medical record of everything that they use, but in terms of a log, like a separate log.
A medical record on my particular pet?
Yes.
Or
Yes,
okay,
they're required
but they don't have
for
to.
small animals.
Yes.
Okay.
Well, my dog was a
Yes,
small
if you
animal,
give it,
yet they used a cattle drug on my dog.
There should be a written record of everything that's used, every pharmaceutical agent that's used, whether it's a controlled substance or not. Now, if it's a controlled substance, then they're required to keep a separate log of that drug.
Because I had
Schedule 2, yes, that's right. Thank you, Dr. Kurtz. Because they're depending on which level of controlled substance it is.
so if they were to have a reversal agent and.
A reversal agent
And I know it's not a narcotic, but if I wanted to prove.
Xylazine, you're probably talking about xylazine.
Well, I'm talking about a reversal agent, Yohimbine.
Yohimbine is not a controlled substance.
Exactly, I know this, but.
Would not be a separate law for that.
No.
But my question is, if I wanted to prove that they did not have that, which I had a subpoena for, which was not honored because they said that they didn't have to keep a drug log on that. So I couldn't even prove, I know my dog was not given that drug. And how do I know? Because of the lies that followed thereafter. I was made to feel as if it was my fault my dog died. And I knew the condition of my dog. I knew what I did with my dog. I was also told
Well,
2
you
lies.
got a copy of your patient's record, your dog's record.
Well, if that's what you call it, it's very skim. I mean, it has the wrong
Well,
color of the dog.
it may not be in compliance.
Well,
It may not be
I
a
submitted
sufficient
that to you all, yet my case was dismissed without any explanation, and I feel that's pure, I mean, you just can't do that to someone. You cannot just not tell them when it was my complaint and my dog, yet I feel ignored, and I feel like it wasn't an important case.
Yeah, well-
And I was also told that he did not have to appear before you when I called and asked. I asked that very question. I either spoke to Ms. Reynolds or Ms. Downs or someone of that effect. Told me, no, he didn't, so to me, he didn't even get a slap on the hand
Well,
for
the
what
most
he did.
effective way for us to respond to that, just like everything else,
Yes.
is please put your concerns in a specific and detailed fashion in writing so that we can effectively respond.
And I'm just, if you don't mind, I have one more little thing to say. It has made my life to the point where I will never be able to spay and neuter another dog, and I work with a rescue group. But I am terrified because I don't trust any other veterinarian because they're allowed to get away with whatever they want, in my opinion. And I can't risk the life of my dog that I love dearly. And it didn't seem to matter to anyone. I was left with no answers, and I had to track down the drug company. They told me it was none of my business. They also threatened to sue me if I told anyone my dog died there. And I am in a rescue field, which people do talk. So whatever is said because they loved my dog as well as they care about me. And I think that is unacceptable, and we need answers. You just can't not say, you have no right to know. That just is not acceptable. And I'm not happy with not knowing. I feel that I deserve to know. Again,
Does
thank you.
anyone have any additional comments? Well, thank you for coming by. We appreciate your concerns, and if you get the concerns to us in writing, then we can respond.
I will. Thank you so much.
We just resend your rebuttals and complaints.